Greetings minions, I'm Adam Carlson from Chip Theory Games. Thank you for joining me. I actually have been playing Cloudspire quite a bit lately, and I have it with me today. I'm going to actually show you a little bit of a sneak preview of what we've been working on. So here we are, Cloudspire. I've got it right here. It's actually set up right now. I'm in the middle of a game. I'm in the middle of specifically a campaign scenario as a solo gamer. I am playing as the Brahmin over here. You can see there's a couple of fortresses set up, and the land tiles have been laid out. The board is set. We've got minions, we've got my hero, we have spires, and we have the white chips, which are the point of interest. And those will all be a very strong part of the game. Specifically, I'm in the middle of the Onslaught Phase, which is actually a pretty automated process. I'll be sending the minions down the board toward the other fortress, and I'll be using my hero to try and manipulate that a little bit, as well as trying to flip over maybe a point of interest and manage my spires, and hopefully I can get my minions to make it all the way to the fortress and do some damage. So here we are well underway. As you can see, I've got these minions going down the path toward their fortress, as well as their minions are coming down here. It's important to note that these minions are automated. They move along their path. They've got a set number of movement. The slowest minion will be on top. And there's minions underneath that might be faster and stronger. You can send a group of minions down together, or you can spread them out. So I've moved these minions up. My spire is right here. My spire has 1 damage, 1 range, so it will attack the grounder that is next to it. And it's actually a die roll that will be determining that. The die roll is the odds are to hit is 1 to 1. So now I've done that, and it's time for me to move my minions. Now this one moves 2, and I'm going to be sending it down this path. This one actually has a range of 2 and 1 damage. Now the one thing about the minions is their damage is automatic. They hit for 1, and there's no hit back because this is the range 2, and that one is only for adjacent. So I got a free hit there. I've also got my hero. So this is the other thing that I can do. I can decide to come in and contribute and take out the minions, or what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to come over here, and the heroes can walk on the plains or the woods, depending on your hero type. And now I'm going to flip over this point of interest, which is on top of a source hex. So this is important. I need to clear this to be able to build a tower here soon. Right here I found an NPC, Traxor. Traxor starts with 5 health, and it has 1 attack. But there's a reward. I get a spire if I take it out. I absolutely want to try and do that. I'm going to take Cram and go ahead and attack Traxor. Now with heroes, you roll dice as well. So I got 1, 2. Traxor is now down to 3, and Traxor hits back for 1. So now Cram is getting hurt. Alright, and now along with that, actually, so that's over. And now we're moving on. Again, this is all part of the Onslaught Phase. It's fully automated. The grounder will attack the ram for 2, and the ram will hit back. Every time there's an attack, there's a hit back. So 2 down and 2 down. And that actually takes out the grounder. The grounder only had 1 health, but it will only get hit for 1. And the next unit will be loaded with health. And this grounder is not adjacent to anyone, so it doesn't hit, and it just stays there, and it waits its turn. Alright, now my turn. Automating the minions. This one doesn't move because it's stuck. The fling was able to come over here. I've got the ram I'm going to start with. The ram does 2 damage, and Dasher does 1 back. So 2 damage to Dasher and 1 back to the ram. The ram is taken out. Now I've loaded the marchers. The marchers underneath it. And again, the stack of minions is going to just keep working their way down. So hopefully the marchers will survive this part of the onslaught. I've also got Cram. I'm going to keep working on Traxor. Cram actually managed to take him out, and I got a hit back for 1 damage. Now that I took this out, I got my reward plus 1 spire. So I'm going to grab my spire, I'm going to be able to place that spire here. The spire comes with an attack and a range. It's the basic spire, so now for future waves I'm going to be able to target minions that walk by in this area of the path. So that's awesome. Meanwhile over here, this guy hasn't gone yet, so I'm going to have the flanger attack the grounder for 1 damage, and the grounder hits back for 2. Ouch! And back to the heirs side of the automated process. The minion will keep on moving. Looks like I have not been utilizing this spire. I am so sorry, I forgot. This spire actually does attack the grounder, and the spires actually roll their damage as well. So I'm going to let that one go for now. But grounder will attack the marcher for 2, and the marcher hits back for 1 and takes out the grounder. And now this is what I've got left. I'm going to go ahead and finish the Onslaught Phase by moving my minions down here. So again, the flanger has 2 range and the marcher has 1. I'm going to keep on going, 2 range and 1. And every time I move my set of minions, I have to check for spires. This spire actually has 2 range and an attack, and this spire has 1 range and attack, and it can actually hit multiple units. So now with this, we're going to roll 1 attack into this flanger and it's gone. But not before I hit it for 1. So every time I move, I get the hit for 1. And then I take the hit and I'm gone. So that's why it's important to at least just get the unit to that spot. Then you can at least get the fortress for 1. So the marcher is going to keep on going down, and the marcher gets hit from the spire for 1, and it's gone. Just like that. But I managed to take out 1 HP, and I'm making progress here. Yes, so there you have it. That was Cloudspire. I think I missed one of the rolls for one of the towers, but you get the idea. That was really just a quick preview of the Onslaught Phase. There's more phases after. There's decision-making processes, how to spend your source, and gaining the NPCs and more units, and using the command points to deploy the minions, and so on and so forth. This project is coming together very, very nicely. We appreciate you considering joining our Kickstarter and backing our project. Adam out.